Damn, BT, you really do this shit.
Last week, so we can throw that.
Yeah. Yo. I'm going.
Yeah.
We want the bars. The concept bars.
Fade us out.
No. Yo.
Yo. What's up?
Back with another one.
Hold on.
Oh, you can't hear me? What's up? What you need? What you need, B? Oh.
Yo. Okay.
Oh, you wasn't sure if he was live?
Yeah, I didn't see the no, you just hold it.
I don't want to. This is huge.
You want to switch? Let's switch with Richie then.
Okay.
No?
I was going to say something, but I want to be rude.
Go ahead. Say what you gonna say. Say it.
All right, go ahead. Go right ahead, Richard.
No, don't throw the cigarette at me. It's cool. Might go outside and see my car all flat.
Never. Insurance covers that. I'll only do 3.
For real? All 4?
Yeah, insurance will cover it if you go 4.
Oh. How you been, man? How's everything, man?
Everything's cool. Everything's cool. Nothing really too crazy. What about yourself? I know you had a crazy situation.
Yeah.
Pop up at the JO.
You know what I'm saying? Work was crazy this week, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Word to a wise, man. Just
Keep your seatbelt on. And don't just say you got your seatbelt on.
You feel me?
Next thing you know, you end up flying out the car.
Craziness.
Because God forbid that was worse, and you know what I'm saying? Another car was coming, though.
God forbid if it was a head on. And she went through the window.
Facts.
That's another thing. Y'all niggas think y'all think shit sweet, just driving with the door open and shit. Y'all delivery drivers, y'all better learn to close some shit.
Yo, safety first, man. Listen, always
Yo,
remember.
if the door was closed, she would have been fine. She would have had a little sore shoulder.
Struggling, huh? That shit. You are struggling.
That's all. It's them lighters, man.
Okay, so topics? Anything? Anybody have a
How
fun story?
how was your week?
Just
Eventful?
nothing worth sharing.
In generalities, right?
Shout out to Jamrock Peach. I mean, sorry, Jamrock Punch.
I was about to say, I don't know
I'm
what the fuck
sorry.
that is.
Jamrock
That bitch
mixers.
is different.
Oh, Jamrock mixtures,
Jamrock mixers.
mixtures and elixirs. You feel me? You feel me? We got that. Ooh yeah. You know what I mean? Put you on your. You know what I mean?
Put you on something.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Holla at
Evidently,
us.
I'm pushing cheesecake.
I mean,
too,
holla at her,
because
too.
Now people see me posting yours. They're like, "Oh,
Yo.
One.
Oh yeah,
So
we got
this apple.
we got this apple
cheesecake.
crumble cheesecake on deck. You feel me?
Dutch apple cheesecake.
We got Mark's banana pudding pies.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? Pause. You know what I'm saying?
And Richie over
man.
here just
We-
about to get back to being like a chubby kid. We gotta
Yo.
get you right. You're cut off.
Yo, so
You're cut off.
I was
For real.
supposed to have a procedure on Friday, right? And let me tell. Did I tell you about it already? I talked to you about it.
Yeah, you told me.
Okay, so yeah.
Let the world know.
So I was supposed to have this procedure on Friday. I thought I was just having a CAT scan and they were gonna give me some contrast, right? And they were gonna give me localized contrast because obviously you guys know like I've had back surgeries and shit. So I thought they just wanted to look at my back. When I get there is when they tell me, so like, okay, we're gonna inject this into your spinal cord. And I was like, hold up, what? Nobody told. I didn't put 2 and 2 together. It was a 3-hour, 2-hour procedure, right? And it's like the first procedure is called like a milliogram or miliogram or some shit like that, which I did not know it was a shot directly in your spinal cord. But the reason why, okay, so I canceled it, right? I was on the table and I was like, yeah, this ain't happening. So the whole like the time while I'm waiting, right? They don't have none of my images pulled up on the screen. And the assistant is like, yeah, I don't know where his images are. And I was like, what? And I told the lady, so when the doctor comes in, you know, she introduced me, shaking our hands and this, that, and the third. I tell her, I was like, yo, I have hardware in my back. I have L2 to L5. I got 2 rods of 8 screws, right? She was like, that's good to know. And I was like, nah. Then they're like, yo, we got to get these measurements because, you know, we don't have we're going to make new images. And I was like, okay, cool. I can deal with that. But then when it came now time for them to like inject my back, I was like, yo, so like they have to put me to sleep if you're going to inject something into my back.
Oh,
Do they? Do they have to?
Yeah.
Why do they have to?
So I've had epidurals before, right?
Yeah.
So something happens when they try to inject my back where my back starts to spasm. They have to they have to put me to sleep like Twilight. And they were like, so what level of, they were asking me, they were like, yo, what level of
pain,
anesthesia or whatever do they put you at? Like, do you just not feel it in yourself? I'm like, no, I'm gone. I'm gone for like an hour. Whatever level Twilight means, that's the level that it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like, okay, they couldn't find the right needles.
What the fuck?
Like they needed a 5-6 inch needle and only had 3s and 8s.
It's like, nah, get that away, nigga.
3s and 8s. That's so I told him straight up, I was like, yo, I really kind of enjoy being able to walk. So I don't want.
Yeah, that's it.
Listen, I said it word for word. I really enjoy being able to walk. This is not happening today.
I'm trying to tell you, dog. Come. You feel me? Order that motherfucker overnight, man. Prime deals, bitch.
And then this is a whole hospital too, so it's like just make my fair hospitals even go up.
Call the supplier,
go
man.
up
Let
by
them know
10.
that you out of the certain needles,
Like,
baby.
y'all got way too much money.
Yo, to be
this
bullshit,
is like
dog.
this hospital is like a 4.9. Like,
for y'all to be bullshitting like that, man. We need the right tools, baby. You know what I mean? Over here, you need a scalpel. You passing the motherfucking
I don't know.
something else.
I don't know
what
if it's
the name of
just
this
me.
motherfucker is, but
I don't know if it's just me, but it's like I've been saying that the world's become stupider, right? But I didn't think it would include the doctors. I feel like, no disrespect to the doctors, but I feel like y'all niggas don't know what the fuck y'all be talking about sometimes. It's like there's been plenty of occasions where I've had to like tell doctors like, yeah, nah, we're not. That's not what we're doing.
yeah, it's not
like we're doing this.
It's not gonna work in my life.
And then when they have to go and like look through some shit, they'll be like, all right, yeah, we are doing this. You're like, yo, what are you on, my nigga? Like,
I guess because I mean they're not the one going through it. So.
Well, not just that. I feel like a lot of doctors they learn what they have to learn to pass and become doctors.
yeah, of course.
And then they do what's easy or easiest for them, even right, like procedure wise. Like that makes the most sense. That's routine. They're not looking for you as the patient. What's best for you? What's best for me? How do I get this done the quickest?
Yeah.
Like so here's the other issue with that, right? It's like I think most people want house, but we're not getting house. We're getting the director of medicine at the hospital.
First of all, can we all understand that you didn't get house? Like you understood house worked at like one of the top fucking, you know what I mean? Like you didn't get house. Like you weren't a regular person walking into an ER of a regular hospital getting house anyway. You happened to go into an ER of the top rated hospital in the fucking world where he happens to be working. And your case was so fucking crazy that it sparked his interest. Okay? There were many people dying in that hospital that never saw house. House is like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not interested. That's like, so I feel like I feel like every hospital has a house, but again, bitch, your shit isn't intriguing to me.
I met house. I met a house at a hospital during one of my procedures where like the nigga had to come down to save my life.
I want the good doctor. I want that little autistic boy. Send him in the room. Send that baby right in here.
TV has messed up the perception of
Do
a lot of
not
things.
hold my hand. I
facts,
don't
though.
mince no words.
No,
what
it
I got
has,
to do.
it has.
People have messed up. Listen, TV has messed up the perception.
It's messed up everything. It's messed up people's like they say with juries, right? Juries are expecting like what is it called? The CSI effect, right? They're expecting DNA and fingerprints and down to it. And it's like, bitch, we ain't got all that.
Sitting in the
We got
sitting in the motherfucking room.
you
Listening to
feel me?
motherfucking
We
talk.
got the bitch up the street who says she saw some shit, and we got a jailhouse snitch. That's what we got.
Yeah,
I'm
basically.
gonna need y'all to make a fucking decision. Like, this is what we have.
You got
Sorry.
Exhibit A.
No one's coming
Exhibit
out
B.
with no footprint, no fucking that's not happening here. Sorry, kids. So
Yeah,
sorry.
you ain't gonna see the murder weapon.
We're back
today.
up. Yeah. Like, I'm so sorry. That kid
They're
hasn't
not,
even
they're not
been,
about to
that
bring in an
hasn't even been
expert.
tested. Yeah,
They're
no,
not bringing in an expert,
at all.
a criminal.
The state isn't. You might, sir, if you got a good fucking defense, but the state's like, this is locked up.
I just want you to be here to be on my side. That's it. You guilty?
Yeah,
All right,
man.
that's all I need to know.
Fucking CSI, fucking
The way
Law
you get
and
the way,
Order.
the way,
All
you,
that
the way you
shit.
get arrested, motherfuckers will
I-
fuck that up. Dog.
Dog,
Niggas-
you be watching
Dog.
Law and Order, and then when you like actually look at the statistics that like something like 25 to 35% of actual cases get solved.
Oh
But
yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
if you pay attention, at least to my Law and Order, like
No,
if you pay attention
sometimes I'm supposed
to
to get
those
away.
like if you pay attention to like, okay, the season or whenever this is starting, right? Like you'll see something that they solved the case or they closed the case or whatever. They arrested the guy in like June, right? The court date, like you like to see at the bottom of the screen where like
Yeah.
you're in court, the dun happens and they're in court now, and that date that should be like November.
November.
You feel me? So
a
it's like
year
they're
and a
not- they're
half.
not fucking with you really. Like you're not paying attention. You're not preing that we started in the summer. It was hot, remember? And now they in court.
And then you go into court. You
They
go
in
into
court.
court for like the first session, and you're in there for like 15 minutes. 8 months later,
Yeah. Like
we're
they
gonna
have that
take the
whole shit,
depositions
like
now.
you going to court as a rape victim. Oh, we haven't had time to test the rape kit. Oh, but we're here. We're here. I'm sorry. Oh, we're backed up like a year and a half. Like I'm what?
Yeah, that shit crazy.
But they at least show that shit. So it's like, yeah, damn right. Y'all so invested in the system. Like fuck the system. Can't wait on it.
The biggest. What happened?
Speaking about systems, right? How y'all feel about Miss Harris for the win? I'm not saying she's gonna win, but you know what I'm saying. The way that
Oh, that face wasn't about you, Richie.
Oh,
That,
okay.
we had something was happening over here. Got concerned. You know, keep rolling.
Oh man, so
Harris, do I think she's gonna? What was your question? I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying
About-
the way that everybody's jocking Miss Harris right now. You know what I'm saying? She made that 8.6.
J Jacket come out hard.
She made the 8.6 overnight.
I
You know what I'm
watched.
saying?
I mean, not just that. Like, no offense, y'all. If you felt like your last candidate was dying, and now you have at least somebody that's going to see.
That's live.
You see me?
Live,
Like
yeah.
maybe, yeah, give her a push. You know what I'm saying? Who else is up to bat?
I
Yeah.
get it, but I just don't. Man,
You have to put on a good fucking show. Like, what are they supposed to
I
do?
just, like,
lay down?
I
Like,
just.
He
No, it's not even.
Yeah.
It's not even just about putting on a good fucking show. I don't think she's a good candidate.
Yeah, but I mean,
I don't think.
versus whom?
I
Yeah,
don't
but who else
think
they got though?
That's the
Huh?
only point.
Who else they
Versus
got?
who?
They ain't got nobody else.
I mean, but that's their fault though. This is the
Right, but,
consequence.
like-
This is the consequence of their actions. Like literally to the rest of the world, this is like a shit show for an
It's
election.
been a shit show.
Yes,
This
it's
isn't the
like
first
Like
time.
they're,
it looks a
laughing
shit
at
show.
us, like
Not
the
the
rest
first
of
time.
the world.
Not the first time. They were
Eastern
laughing the
Europe
last
is
time he was up.
laughing at America's elections right now,
Yeah, not the first time.
like where they have crazy dictators and shit like that,
All right.
right? But it's like I don't have a horse in the race, but it's like I couldn't just vote for Kamala just because she's a black woman, right?
And
And just-
that is the fucking problem with the entire black voters in general. Because guess what?
People are like, people
those
are
white
pulling
people
up
that are voting
facts.
for Trump really will just vote for Trump because he's a white, because I'm a white man and he's a white man. There are real like that's the fucking problem. That's the problem. It
But
doesn't
he
matter.
ain't gonna do nothing for us.
None
Either
of your,
way.
name a goddamn president that's done something for you. I'll wait.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right?
No, but you can't say it
I'm gonna
about her.
finish.
She
I'm gonna
doesn't.
finish. I'm gonna finish. None of them are going to do anything for us.
Right.
Right. But at least but at least on the outside world, I'd like somebody that the rest of the world is going to respect.
Awesome. I think the problem is men haven't had the reality of sometimes choosing the lesser evil, right? Like
I think I honestly think the other guy might be the lesser of the evils.
Okay. Yeah. So because you're thinking in more of the sense, what can they do for me? And I guess
No.
I'm not thinking what can be done to me while this motherfucker is in office. What is this person
I ain't gonna lie.
going to allow?
The man did this just say some wild shit on the fucking talking about giving the cops immunity and shit.
Like what is this person?
You didn't hear
going
what
to allow?
you didn't hear Kamala talk about how they're gonna have population control so that our kids can have better air to breathe when we lessen the population. Like that's the same shit.
She said
That's the same shit.
How she talking about she don't want our generation to the next generation of kids to have kids or some shit like that. She was saying,
and all of that stuff. It's the same. It's the same scary stuff to me, right? But when it comes to these Muslim countries that don't respect women in power and that have bombs and want to go to war, at least I want that, because they're not going to do anything for us here, right? Like let's be real about America, right? There's two Americas. There's Black America, and then there's white America, regular America, and then there's the America that what's the deal? And the America Dex in the house. There's the America that we have to deal with, right? And it's like, yo, they don't want us here, and they don't want us to have our own stuff,
which is right.
But they don't want us to be prosperous and leave either, because it would leave them in a really bad, precarious predicament. Right? Because even if you hear the white guy talk about it, he said immigrants are taking a lot of black jobs. Like, the fuck are black jobs? Like, what do you like? You get what I'm saying, right? So it's like on both sides,
somebody's fucked up,
right? And it's like, who do you think is less fucked up?
Nobody.
Personally, again, this is where it goes from what can they do for me to what can they do to me. And at the end of the day, my black vagina feels safer if there's another black vagina in the white than my black vagina is going to feel if we put that orange penis.
But Kamala hasn't been anything for women.
No, I'm not saying she will. I never said she's going to do anything for women.
What's going to make her
she's going to do
it?
less to me. I do not think that we were going to have Project 25 come into place with Kamala being in power. Not to that extent. Not to the extent that the shit that I mostly care about on that list. Again, as a black vagina haver. That is what I have to think about. Not fuck what she can do for me. What is she going to allow to be done to me? Versus what will Trump allow to be done to me?
And then, like, I'm not very knowledgeable of this whole Project 25 thing, other than I know that it's out there, right? But like, where did it come from? And who said, like, I know people said it's a Republican thing, but like,
so if you listen to Republicans' speeches and when they're talking about shit that they want to do, that's where that comes from. They're just literally listening to their talking points. They're, you know what I mean? How every campaign has, they're like, this is what I'm, that's where that list comes from. It's not necessarily a list that Trump put out or any one Republican put out.
Okay. So it's
of their stances.
It's clickbait.
I think clickbait like when
it would have to be on the internet.
Something's like
right,
does
but
pregnant,
like,
but then you click it into bitches and pregnant.
Clickbait is like a wild
like a wild title to get you to click
it, but it have it right. But here's my thing, right? If somebody were to list out, if you had 10 good points in one speech and another person had 8 good points, but you had maybe 1 bad point and another person had 3 bad points, and so on and so forth. and somebody sat down and listed out all the bad things that people want to do, right? It would look crazy. That's all I'm saying. If that's the case, like if it was actually like something that the Republican Party brought out at their thing, you know, like this is what we want to do as Republicans, I'd be like, okay, whoa. You get what I'm saying? But it's like niggas say wild shit all the time. Right? And people don't let them do that shit. Like, we're a red state, but DeSantis didn't let them do the women shit here. And I'm not saying DeSantis is a what happened?
I'm just listening. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
waiting.
yes, he did. Then I'd be like, oh, okay, hold on.
I'm waiting.
Okay. But all I'm saying is like
You ready?
No.
I'm not saying DeSantis is a good guy, but it's like we're a red state.
He's not, yeah.
And we have a red governor. And that crazy shit about women's bodies and reproductive stuff isn't happening here. And you would think that crazy ass Florida would be one of the places that it would happen.
So you don't think there's like maybe a priority list?
What do you mean?
Of things that these crackers need to get done, right? Like
But if it was a priority,
the push that happened with DeSantis, yeah, he didn't do any shit to women of all the crazy shit that was said or whatever. But what about all the shit that with critical race theory? So I feel like,
but that's all the white people.
It's not that it's
all
not
the
on
white
the
people.
list.
No.
Right,
That's all the white people.
It's not that it's not on his list, but
Democrats want to do the critical race theory, get their shit too.
But it's first race, then gender. In any plan, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we're gonna go after something, we're gonna go after the big one first, race. Then we can go after these bitches. So it's not to say that shit isn't coming. It just hasn't hit yet. That's what you have to think about. What is this person about that they could bring forward? I'm straight. I'm a rock with Lil Miss.
Is the critical race theory thing happening here? Is it going on? Like, I'm not in school. I don't have any kids.
Absolutely. Like, just off
like,
of
I know, I hear about, and I see the books.
Having kids, just
and I
as
see
UF
the
alumni, you didn't get that.
like,
You didn't get that email. That they have done away with the entire diversity, equality.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All of UF, like all of those people have been fired.
Hold on. About that, right? That's happening across the board, and that's happening across the board in every state, right? Yeah, it's happening. It's not just the red states that it's happening in.
It's not happening across the board. Means it's happening to every state and every university in every state. No, that's not happening in every. No, that's not happening out at fucking UCLA. No, that's not happening there. That's not happening at NYU. No, it's not happening. That's not fucking happening.
So it's just happening here in Florida?
No, I'm not saying that either. But it's happening in these fucking these southern, more, you know what I'm, Bible thumping more so states. Okay.
Another question: if it's happening at UF, did it happen at like
FSU? Did it happen at UCF?
Did all of these things?
Yeah.
To a man?
To a man? To an entire department?
That's what I mean. To a school.
Yeah. UF does not have.
No, you don't. Like when everyone says to a man, I mean like to everybody. Like my FSU, FIU, FAU.
Anybody
all of
pull
these
up
places.
the diversity department? I know. I'm saying, like, I don't want to lie to you either, but I know FSU, UF, USF, and UCF. But I don't want to lie. I don't necessarily know UM, but I do believe this came across because they stopped funding it. They got no more funding for diversity, for Africans, all that other shit. They defunded that shit. So all those programs shut down, and all those people that work in those departments have to either find jobs at other facilities within the university or go ahead and take some time, and you're gonna have to find yourself somewhere else to be. So if I'm a professor of like African American studies, women,
no, it's not that stuff. When they say the DEI departments got shut down, that means literally the diversity, equity, and inclusion department, right? Like the department that, like, I guess what's the word for it? Keeps the department. How else do I say it? It's not like they got rid of African American studies.
No, and they got rid of.
They got rid of
steps in this shit.
The department.
They can't come in day one, slew niggas. That's not how that shit work. We gotta go slow. So the first thing is take out that department that will make sure that they be in here. The next thing gonna be let's take out them studies that teach them about their own shit, right? It's a process. It's not. It can't be a one step. We come in and we're back in chains. That wouldn't. It can't happen like that. Could you imagine that? We would die.
So you think they're trying to reinstitute slavery?
Ultimately,
Jesus.
Ultimately, it's either reinstitute slavery or eradicate us from the earth. Ultimately.
We outnumber.
Yeah, that's a problem for them too.
We like
That's why they make sure certain foods are in our. That's why we have food deserts in our neighborhoods like crazy. It's a plan. That's all a part of the plan. They couldn't keep us one place. They couldn't control us.
But do you think?
What's the
Okay,
other
okay.
option?
So do you think? Do you think in a rigged system doesn't matter if she gets elected? Do you think?
No, it doesn't.
So then we're just putting her in there to put her in there then, because there's no
We're putting
perceived
her
benefit.
in there so there's not another January 6th. So we can keep the illusion that there is some kind of order.
But
That's all it is, because he is
Pelosi,
chaos.
but didn't Pelosi plan January 6th? Isn't that what came out? Didn't the Democrats have more to do with it than Trump's speech?
I have no records of this, sir. All I know is that the people there with signage and what they were supporting, I didn't hear nobody talking about Pelosi sent us. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, because
I've seen
even
different-
if
I've
Trump
seen
is
different-
being used as like
I've
a
seen
factor,
different-
like
I've seen
other
different
people are
stuff,
putting
right?
batteries in people's back
Like,
and saying
okay,
it's Trump.
so like, how
he's
about
still
this?
a problem.
So like, okay, boom, last election, right? Where they were talking about Trump was doing this, Trump was doing that, and it wasn't Trump, and that was one of the main reasons why
This is what I'm saying.
he
Isn't
got.
that a
You
problem?
get what I'm saying?
But isn't
though?
that a problem, right?
It's
That
like you can't believe
even
anything.
even if they're scapegoating him, that it is so he has such a following, right? That someone else can do some shit and say that it's Trump, and his fucking followers will still.
That's why
a problem.
that's why
That's a problem person to have in power. I lie.
like let's say the reason
No.
why, let's say the reason why Kamala is,
Where the fuck are y'all at in this conversation?
let's say the reason why,
I don't know
because
shit
they
about
probably
this.
don't exactly.
My
let's say-
daddy got politics on too much in that fucking house. Baby.
Let's say the reason why Kamala got the vote because Hillary couldn't get the vote, right?
Absolutely.
Just
I'm with you. Absolutely.
right. The reason why Hillary couldn't get the vote has a lot to do with the last elections and everything that came out since the last elections. That she was actually the one that got the Russians to fuck with, to do all of that shit and blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And if so facto, right? So like, if we have that as not a baseline, but as an example, what is to say that really is Trump that instituted the January 6th?
I'm not. See, you're not hearing me. I am not saying he instituted shit.
because
I am saying
the shit
that
like
he
the-
has too rowdy of a following that even if it's the Democrats, whoever it is that are convoluting these things and making it seem like Trump, right? Let's play devil's advocate. It's not him. People are doing it and making it seem like him, right? He has too rowdy of a following, the type of people that are to do that shit. You see, that's the problem. Even if he's not
I get
doing
that.
that's
I get
the
that.
problem.
I get that. So
What kind of America do we
do
have
you
with
think
Trump
it's
in
in
power?
his? I mean, like,
After
okay,
this shit?
okay. People say that, right? Like, was what we were living in under Trump that bad? Like,
For
what can
who?
you say for anybody? Like, what was bad about?
You didn't feel that white people got way more Brody? Nobody felt
I
like
don't
white
know
people
what's
got
going
way
on.
more swole in the chest?
Here.
As a person that works in like corporate America,
People got bold.
yeah,
People
that's a
got bold,
problem
but
for
then it's
me.
not like they lost their boldness when Trump got out of power. They're still the same.
I'm not gonna say because I don't feel who was in power after Trump would make them lose their boldness, because that's just another racist white man.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. But
But we're
Harris
talking about-
isn't technically that.
Yeah,
She
but
wouldn't-
we're talking about a woman. Okay, for one, we're talking about a woman that isn't black. First off, she's only Kamala now. It
I
was
agree.
Kamala.
I agree.
She's Kamala now.
I agree.
It was
Let
Kamala.
me go ahead
Right?
and preface it and say I don't even like the bitch.
Right?
I don't like her when she was.
I despise
I don't
her.
believe in any of the things that she did when she was in the judicial system.
I'm not.
I
have the issues with the things she did to the parents with people with kids with disabilities.
So
and the whole
I
truancy
have
shit.
issues with her. So
And
don't
locking
think I'm a
them up.
supporter. But
But it's not like, but bro, she took away she took away Nina Simone's estate from her daughter and gave it to white people. Nina Simone's daughter has no nothing. Like all the girl power shit, like she don't have anything to do with her own mother's estate. She don't have anything to do with the biopic that came out.
Trump's
don't have no
dead
say.
ex-wife is buried on his property.
Yeah, for tax purposes. Rick Ross does that too.
Oh yeah.
That's what rich people, and Trump will tell you this.
So wait.
Yeah, but he will tell you this. He will tell you this so that boom.
Wait. So
bury your mom on your property.
It's cool,
Get this tax.
it's cool to do that because for money. So why is it any different that Kamala probably did what she did for money?
Yeah,
what's the difference?
She stole some shit from another black
why
woman.
But why are we okay with Trump stealing from black people, white people, brown people? It's okay.
I don't think he's stealing. Because he'll tell it like the thing that I appreciate about Trump, because I don't like the guy. The thing that I appreciate about Trump is that he'll tell you that the fuckery is happening. And he'll be like, yeah, I take advantage of it because I can. You can too.
If you own a business and people worked for you and people still haven't gotten their paychecks, did you steal from those people?
Yeah.
You stole their fucking time. You stole their labor, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that happens with Apple and everyone still has an iPhone.
That happens with Apple.
That
and
happens
Apple
with
still
every company.
somehow can stay in business because all of their employees are not getting paid.
No,
Trump
but
has lost hotels.
Yeah, but when you go bankrupt, you don't have to pay people.
And before,
Oh yeah. He only lost the hotel because, and then the hotels he lost before was only because he became president. He had to give up some of them hotels.
Those are the only hotels Trump has lost. Is when he had to become president. Trump was a failed businessman before he became president. Y'all do know
he
that.
wasn't failed.
He wasn't.
Failed.
He failed multiple
Failed.
times, but all of these business
put up the numbers. If that man did 1,000 fucking business fucking ventures, he fucking failed at 900.
Yeah, but the 100 that he did, but that's what happens with a lot of guys. Jerry Jones went bankrupt. He literally filed Chapter 7 or Chapter 11 6 times. He's the richest. He was the richest owner until
what I'm saying is
Walmart money came and bought
what
the Rams.
I'm saying is Trump has done ample fucked up shit. Right?
So has Kamala.
Right. But for some reason,
and Kamala
for
does
some reason,
because
we're
we
as
because
black people and
because
women
Trump,
are holding her to a higher.
I mean,
we're not. No. Listen.
All right, so Trump's about business, and I feel like even though he's a fucked up person, he still puts you on like the business aspect of shit. Like he'll tell you different loopholes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And still
will
get
he?
you. He will.
He has.
He no. Listen. This man has never. He said he has never spent his own money. This man will tell you to go get a grant, go get loans, go get this, and do it this way and flip it this way. Real shit.
And he's taking advantage of every system and every loophole that you have. Right?
He'll tell you that.
Can.
Yeah.
And it's not saying that.
Real shit.
I'm not saying that it's morally right.
Yeah. I'm not.
But at least the thing about Trump, right? Other than the shit about the kids in Central Park.
No, he's fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. He's a
Other
fucked up
than
person.
that, right? The shit that he has done has pretty much been the fucked up shit he's done has been pretty much business. Other than like the touching the pussy and all of this stuff like that.
No,
That's locker room talk.
No, he's outrageous. Like
you
I
know
ain't
what
gonna
I'm saying?
lie.
Like that's
yeah.
That's like I don't know what else to say, but some niggas is like that, dog.
That nigga is he wild. He a wild motherfucker.
Right? Like they say
I wish we could pull this back to
20%.
what the original point was, because your original thing that this started off as was, how are people going to respect us with Harris? Fucking why? As all these countries, these Muslim countries that don't respect women, who the fuck is respecting that? Who?
Which part?
Who the fuck is Trump? As all the shit that you've just gone over, right?
Okay, boom. So this
Who's
is these
respecting
okay.
that?
I'll just break it down to the reasons why. Okay, Kamala does fucked up shit to regular folks, and Trump does fucked up shit in business, right?
That affects regular folks.
That's the okay, but she attacks regular people that can't fight for themselves.
She didn't attack anybody.
I'm telling you, she does.
She
does it through the courts. She took, like I said.
So did she attack them, or did somebody bring a case to her desk? Did she go out? And
no,
fuck
she
people
went
over?
out. She went out and
got it. She went out and got every case. She was out there in these
not
streets.
not every case, but the cases that she did get,
she worked her fucking cases.
No,
that came
like
across her desk.
putting parents in jail. with when they have kids with disabilities for
And what-
missing school?
I mean, no lie, this nigga.
And what
But
if
hold
that
on,
had
hold
to
on,
do
no
with
lie,
business?
no lie. Trump was throwing the Mexican niggas in jail.
What if that
and
had to
building
do
the
with
wall
business?
though.
You don't know what back alley deal Kamala
Trump
had.
throwing the Mexican niggas in jail and building the wall was him doing what he said he was gonna do. Whether you liked it or not, he was one of the few niggas. He was one of the few presidents. He was one of the few presidents, right? Like even Trevor Noah said it.
This is
Yeah.
the
As
problem.
As much as I hate Trump, Trevor Noah was a Trump hater. He was the few niggas that actually said he was gonna do something
And
and
actually
he came in and did it.
Yup. And again,
I don't know.
That only reiterates my point.
Why?
I am not
why
worried
he's so scared?
about what the fuck that
That's-
motherfucker's any president gonna do for me. Any president.
I'm
I
not
am worried
saying
about
what
what they're
he's
gonna allow.
I'm
to
not.
be done
I'm not
to
saying
me.
what he's gonna do for me, but
Because if I'm
at least
Mexican,
I know what Trump
is
is.
a problem.
At
for
least
me,
I
right?
know what
Any
Trump.
Mexican American should be voting a certain way, right?
At
After
least-
that wall went up.
At
right?
least I know. At least I know Trump. At least I know what Trump has done.
and what he's about.
Yeah, I'm.
And
what he's about. I don't know what Kamala's
I
gonna
don't want
do.
the grab. I don't want the grab
I
to buy
mean,
the
but
pussy president.
but hear me out though.
You
But
know
he
what
got
I'm
a point
saying?
though. You don't. Yeah.
I
So
don't want the grab.
we've been through Trump, so we know what to expect from him.
Dude, you've been through him once.
But he's
You've been through
it's
him
gonna be
once. This is gonna be
it's
a
gonna be the
different
same
Trump. This
shit.
nigga done beat
It's
the
gonna be
case.
it's gonna be the
They
same
said
shit.
he guilty. He's still out.
Listen, it's gonna be
This gonna be a
the
different
same
Trump.
shit. The nigga hates.
This gonna be a
Listen,
different Trump.
he hate. He
Ain't no guarantee.
he
I'm
just.
gonna tell you like, bro.
Did you see the bag on the table?
But
I got that snack stuff.
I'm
I went to the black community.
On the mic, Dex.
Nah, but I feel like a lot of people, especially in the black community, that mess with Trump is because of the whole pandemic. Like, if pandemic never happened, I don't feel like you would have so much black supporters of Trump.
We didn't
In
even
my
talk
opinion.
about. We didn't even talk about them blaming the pandemic on Trump, and it was actually everything he said about the pandemic was actually what happened.
I'm not even talking about that.
Right?
I'm just saying they mess with him for the money that
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
received through Trump.
That's what it really is for.
You get what I'm saying?
That's what they're looking-
everybody's
that's
pro
what-
Trump now because
It's what they
they
did.
received
It's
some money.
yeah. It's what they did for him.
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
Good.
But where did we received money through Trump?
Yeah,
That's who gave us the money.
He gave stimulus.
he was the one that
packages
the
more-
one that signed the bills for the stimulus package. Like,
easier
yeah, he was.
access to
He
get
was
to
that
it.
guy.
So these loans at SBA's always been around, but he made it more accessible that every American can get.
Oh,
And because of that, they feel like Trump gave them money.
so the bill that he signed, who presented that bill?
Which bill?
The bill that he signed to give us a stimulus. Who puts the bill in front of the president and gets the president to sign the bill?
The Congress, right?
Oh,
Congress
so
and
who
Senate.
got you stimulus? Stop fucking being motherfucking.
Yeah, but
stupid.
which one was? I don't know which one. I don't know who made the bill.
I don't give a damn.
Right?
It's your Congress or your Senate. But
Yeah,
that's
but
the
when
point.
Trump
It's
was
not
in
your
power,
it-
But when Trump was in power, they were
any
Republican.
and every blood clot president.
They were
would have
Republican. When Trump was in power, they were Republican.
and people were dying in the street and unable to work. Any president, any Senate, any Congress ran by any party, because it wasn't like it was just Democrats dying, okay? It wasn't like it was just Republicans dying. Would have brought that motherfucking bill in front of the motherfucking president and he would have signed that shit. Yes.
but the people who
that was
caused
the
it.
worst thing that we have ever fucking faced.
Who the president?
Yeah, but the people
Obama.
who did it though, that but
Obama had it on his desk and didn't sign that shit.
Obama wasn't facing a pandemic when it was on his desk.
Nah, he was like about to roll into it.
No,
nah, real talk.
baby.
Real talk.
Look at the
He
date
had
that
he
man
started to see
signed.
what was about to happen, and then he left that shit to Trump.
Yeah,
awesome
like, real talk.
because it wasn't happening.
But he wasn't gonna sign it. That's what I'm saying.
No, he wasn't. If Trump, so this is my thing. Put Trump in the same situation where it wasn't happening and he saw it coming. Nigga, I ain't signing that shit either. I'm not going to be the president that's signing a what if fucking bill. No, because people are going to bitch, moan, and complain. We don't have that. What are you doing? We going to have to wait till this shit hit the fan and these motherfuckers want this money. So they won't fucking
kinda what
vote
Trump-
this person out of Congress or Senate or whoever brought it to his fucking desk. Every president in that same situation
Mhm.
would have
We're
signed that
looking at the
fucking bill.
same thing.
We were
I feel like
dying.
Trump's a little bit different because he's gonna go against the Greens. Like,
If Trump
certain
would have
things.
not signed that fucking bill, what would have happened to America?
I mean, honestly,
Any president.
honestly,
not just putting it
COVID
on
went down.
Trump,
I'm
any
gonna keep it a
president.
bean. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna
Thank
keep
you.
it a bean.
So
Yeah.
no president wants that for their country because every president at the end of the day wants America to be the
Yeah,
strongest
but
thing,
the thing
right?
is, I don't want to say the Democrats, right? The Democrats, because it sounds real crazy when you say it like that, right? But the people who pay the Democrats party that support the Democrats a lot
Mhm.
have a lot to do with what happened when it comes to the pandemic. They knew it was coming. They allowed it to come, much like they allowed 9/11 to happen. They knew it was coming, and then they want to blame it on the orange man.
Because at the end of the day, those pandemics and those types of things are really
The lockdown and all of that stuff,
Them shits are
they
really supposed to
wanted
be
that
rich
to
and
happen.
Mhm.
Rich always stay rich through the pandemics and shit like that. That was the first time it really hit like real big businesses and shit like that.
So what the fuck was anybody gonna do?
Everybody
Every gun to your fucking head. Your boys are now telling you, yo, you gotta sign that shit. Yo, you gotta sign that shit because we need these motherfuckers to have money because we need them to spend that money with us. You have to sign that shit, my boy. They ain't buying no cars. They ain't buying gas. They ain't doing shit. You have to sign that. That's what I'm talking. Every president would have signed that. Any president.
Trump's the type of nigga that's like, all right, anything that's pro business, like anything that helps the businesses flourish, I'm with it.
Disney was dying.
But that's why a lot of entrepreneurs.
Disney was dying.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Disney
saying.
was
Yeah.
dying. But look who was causing. Look who was calling for the shutdown of everything, though. It wasn't the Republicans were trying to keep shit open, and I don't. Pelosi folks was like, we need to do this and we need to do that and blah 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 blah. And then all this time, all her friends at fucking Pfizer made how many hundreds of billions of dollars? Dog, it was crazy. And the fact that like, dog, when it first happened, dog, I was team what was homeboy's name? The medical guy, the health guy. Fauci. I was team Fauci until they started having those hearings. And when they started having the hearings and all the talks in the business came out, you found out that Fauci was getting $20-30 million for whatever from Pfizer to da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And they knew what was happening in China, and then they did something. It was not a CIA thing, but it was like a thing that had like a title, like Operation such and such, that caused this shit to bust open anyway.
So they knew COVID.
They were the ones fucking around with it in China.
COVID existed from time. Okay,
But they were in the labs fucking with it.
Yeah, I understand that, but exactly. So they're in the lab fucking with everything. They're in the lab fucking with the common cold. They're in the lab fucking with the flu. They're in the lab fucking with AIDS, cancer. They're in the lab doing all of that shit and more shit that we don't even fucking know about.
And then they made the outbreak. They made the outbreak monkey. Essentially, what happened was they made the outbreak chicken or outbreak dog or whatever the fuck it was.
Which it probably wasn't even that. That's just the story they cooked up. It was more than likely fucking up a fucking scientist that fucking got themselves contaminated, didn't realize, and walked the fuck out.
No. They did, like, if you watch the hearings, right, and you read
believe,
through the lines.
if you believe that shit, you have to believe everything then. So you can't tell me you believe in any kind of conspiracy theory in America and then you believe that fucking report.
I'm not talking about the report more so than like when they were grilling niggas on the stand. That's the stuff that I'm
people
talking
can
about.
lie.
I know that, but I'm talking about me looking with my Scorpio eyes, like how, you know, when people have their little twitches and how they, you know, when they're lying, when they talk to you and that type of stuff. Like me looking
All
at
can
Fauci,
be learned,
and a nigga-
rehearsed, all that shit.
I mean, I
Come
get
on.
it. I get it, but it's like,
that's
so
a
then
bad
that means-
episode of Scandal.
but then that means then at the end of the day, none of this shit matters, and then we're just arguing for no reason.
Well, we're not arguing, I don't think, but yeah.
Now you get what I'm saying. We're having this debate for no reason. Then
I feel
if
like
that's the case,
I feel like what I'm saying is there's too much fucking weight put on any kind of presidential election that we don't pay attention to who the fuck is in our Senate, who the fuck is in the House, who the fuck are
Yo,
even
that's
our
what I pay
even
attention
our
to.
even who our mayors are and shit. Like, not for nothing, like the fucking niggas that are fucking
Yeah.
spoked in our fucking lawns
No,
right
no,
now.
that's what I'm talking
Like,
about.
like y'all need to pay
That's
attention
who
to
I
who the
care
fuck
about
is
more
up
than
right
the
now.
no. That's who I care about more than the president. Like, listen,
But that's what I'm saying.
listen, when it's time to vote, right? And they have all of those fuck ass bills that come that you have to vote on that make it to the point of voting, right? If you don't read the bills, it's crazy because there was a bill, right, for victim rights. Right? Here's a crazy part. Here's a bill for victim rights, and it was a Democratic bill. This is the part that really got me. This was like during the Trump election, Trump versus Hillary, right? It was Trump versus Hillary, right?
I think so.
The first, yeah.
Yeah.
During Trump versus Hillary.
Yeah.
When it was a Democratic bill in Florida for victims' rights for trials, right? And it pretty much gave victims more rights and more protection. But here's the big but. It's in the fine print. If you vote for this, then you also if you vote for this and this passes, then that means judges no longer have to run every such and such years. They get an extra 2 years on the bench. And that has nothing to do with voter rights. Not voter rights. It has nothing to do with victims' rights. But they throw those little pieces of shit things in there. That's you have to be like, you have to be like, well, I mean, you want victims' rights, right? For like rape victims and stuff like that. But then when you see like you got crooked judges on the bench longer, you be like, well, I don't want to vote for that. And it seems horrible, but it's like, I'd rather not have crooked judges have more freedom to do whatever the fuck they want sitting on a bench than like giving protections to a victim in a case. Like, unfortunately, I'm more pragmatic, right? But those are the things. Yeah, you have to. The local stuff is all that matters.
That literally is like when they send around those pamphlets, like
who the mayor
like
of
whoever the
city
person
and shit.
who's running will send around pamphlets, kind of telling you like how to vote. Like, this is what this one means. Number 7 means this, and da, 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 da.
They're all
And
lies.
like, I tell anyone, if you don't listen, if you don't follow politics, you should have one of who you think you're gonna vote for and one of his opposer. And fucking pay attention,
Bro. If you
because
you
need to read and really understand. There's shit that is happening on the Republican side or whatever side that you're against, whatever that you might be fucking for.
Dog, there were so many. There were so many. Bro, I've been a Democrat my entire life.
You're not.
I've been a Democrat, but then when you look at the shit,
it's like when you look at it, I'm the most conservative, non-liberal Democrat. The only thing that makes me a motherfucking Democrat is my views on women's rights, my views on obviously Black rights or minority rights or whatever, and my views on like tax breaks and shit. That's the only thing that makes me a fucking Democrat. You ain't hear no alphabet boys in that. You ain't hear you didn't hear a lot of shit. Those are the only goddamn things that make me a Democrat. But those are hard values there, you know? So when you really look at that shit, if you're looking at both and if you ever have a Republican friend or somebody that can explain politics to you, or you have one of those pamphlets where you can see the Republican side, it's like
Republicans at the end of the day, they want less taxes. Like, point blank period. They want less government interference. Democrats want more taxes for God only knows, because they want more taxes, but teachers ain't getting paid money. So, like, what do you want these taxes for?
To interfere in the government we want it to interfere in.
They want what? Like that's the stuff that always, like, politics is so crazy, dog. It's one of the it makes absolutely no sense.
It doesn't. It at all.
It really doesn't. Like,
they need to do away with this whole bipartisan bullshit, all this party shit, and just have people fucking run, and it's genuinely like, just vote based off what
just
they're fucking saying.
Simple history, right? The Democrats were the ones that wanted to keep slavery back in the day, right? That's like common knowledge now. But like, the Democrats were the Confederates. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, here we are now.
Because all being a Democrat means is being against having too much power from the government. That's all it means. So, of course, the people who wanted to keep slavery at that time were not in favor of the government. because the government wanted to get rid of slavery. That's all being a Democrat is being anti too much government.
Makes sense.
And the government didn't even really want to get rid of slavery. It was a
tax.
It was a tactic to win the war, to win the Civil War. Right? Civil War?
Yeah, but
Civil
why
War.
did they want to win the Civil War?
No, like, okay, so boom. All right. Let me tell you something. Abraham Lincoln said, yo, if I can win the war and I keep slaves, I'll keep slaves. If I can win the war and I get rid of slaves, I can get rid of slaves. It don't really matter. The whole point was the reason why they abolished, he said the war was about slavery was because England got all their raw materials from the Confederate States, right? All the shit, like, let me tell you how fucked up it was. The Confederate States used to send all the raw materials to England and then buy back all the stuff. Buy back the expensive furniture. Buy back the cigarettes and the roll when they're growing tobacco here and this, that, and the third, right? England had already abolished slavery. Abraham Lincoln was like, okay, we're going to make this about slavery. England had to back off because they had already abolished slavery. So it was literally just a tactic. Like, they didn't give a fuck. One way, if so facto, like, they really didn't give a fuck. So it's like, as black people here in America, man, we're in this weird position. Like I was saying, they don't want us here, but they can't afford to kick us out either.
Is that why they never gave us the 40 acres and a mule?
Yeah, you know, 40 acres a mule equals to that, like Dave Chappelle, the Dave Chappelle skit.
Yeah,
real talk. It would change the GDP because we outnumber them. You know what 40 acres? You know what 40 acres is?
No, I'm just.
I mean, if we're being real, though, not all, like, most of the people in this room ain't getting that.
Who's getting it though?
Black Americans.
Black Americans.
We ain't getting fucking 40 acres and a mule. Our blood ain't in this fucking land. Our fucking ancestors killed our slave masters and fucking.
Yeah, they're getting California. California is the greatest, most fucked up state in the country.
Yeah, they get mad millions for them shits.
Like, it's the greatest state and it's the most fucked up state at the same time.
Fucked up how?
It's very
It's racist as fuck.
Yeah, but then they're letting everybody out. Yeah, but the nigga who killed Party Next Door is getting released.
PNB Rock.
PNB Party Next Door. Yeah, PNB getting released.
Unfit for trial.
They released Pop Smoke's killer. They just passed like a law that if your child wants to be, called like referred to as a different sex at school, they don't have to like kind of tell you. There's more to it than that. You know what I mean? I don't want to just say that that's the cut and dry.
Oh yeah, the Amber law, the Amber whatever.
Yeah, all of that stuff. Like, yeah, like shit. Like
if a black
the
person,
government's so fucked up.
crazy.
Like, let me tell you something. Government's so fucked up that like I said, teachers aren't getting paid properly, right? And teachers are probably like the most undervalued like positions in America.
Which is true.
But like some states, depending on the type of insurance you have, like Medicare, Medicaid will pay for transition surgery for those people. Like they'll pay for one like either facial feminization or whatever the fuck, or like top surgery. Like they get that type of stuff in some states. You get what I'm saying? I think California being one of those states that they get that stuff, but the teachers don't get paid.
I wonder what's worse, being a teacher or being like a bartender, a bartender or waitress that get paid off tips.
Being a worse teacher.
Teacher.
1000%. Because at least as a bartender, you have the ability to make more money. As a teacher, bro, they pay you like 40 grand, 50 grand, and
50 grand.
I'm just saying, right?
It's a joke.
They pay you an unlivable wage, and they literally are paying you that. They're paying you that 35 grand. The only thing is, right? They say that you're technically getting paid more because you're only getting paid for 8 months. And then they stretch it out. Like you could either get all your money in that 8 months, or you can get that 38 grand stretched out to a year because you don't work for summer or whatever the case, or 8.5 months or what, however.
Is that why some people become like a basketball teacher or whatever, gym teacher or something like
Absolutely.
that?
Yeah,
That's
you get
another
more money.
income.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you see teachers fucking working in grocery stores and shit in the summer.
And teachers doing Uber.
No, because my son
Yeah.
go to school, and then the teachers they're like gym teacher.
Absolutely.
Like
there's
3-4
there's
gym
more money.
teachers and shit.
Yeah.
That should be
Because
crazy.
that comes with its own fucking like salary. That's a job description.
Mm.
And I much rather stay here for 3 more hours and get
Don't get
another
it twisted.
20,000 in a year.
Some of those coaches in some of the states be getting paid like 100 grand. Don't get it twisted now. Like Texas plays some of those football coaches.
Yeah,
bread.
but I think he's talking about like elementary and
Like,
middle school
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like even some of those high schools in some of those fucking states that are all about like some of those fucking towns that are all about fucking college, all about football. Even those high school guys will get a lot of money, but like regular fucking middle school,
Elementary,
they're not fucking making no
Mrs.
money.
Johnson that teaches
Yeah.
3rd grade.
That's
Oh,
why she's the fucking 3rd grade teacher. She teaches music,
That's why.
art.
That's why we gotta
summer
give.
school.
That's why we had to give the fucking teachers extra
It's not.
extra supplies and shit like
That's
that
not.
because they wasn't making shit.
You know how many friends I
It's
have
not
that are
smoking.
teachers that are like that put every year they put up like an Amazon list
Yeah.
and like asking you as like
That's
their
crazy that
and I'm
teachers
like-
have to ask people to donate to the
Now
class
we have to do
for
that now.
supplies
That
and
shit's
stuff.
crazy. Yeah.
That's nuts.
yeah, it's just
With the
crazy.
amount of like just think about it
But the
now.
list is crazy too because like I remember being in school and my mom being
No,
very
you gotta
like,
get a tour. Fucking
like you don't need all these centers, you don't need all this shit. Like fuck bun that. You're not
Yeah.
getting on lists. But now it's even worse. Like and they straight up tell you like give us extra for other students. Like fuck those other listen.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I be saying that too,
Nah,
but then
man, that you can't in this economy.
But then when you go to school, I ain't gonna lie. This shit's rough out here. I ain't gonna lie.
It's really rough, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Because when I
that's
see
y'all, that's that bleeding
when-
heart
when-
parent
when-
shit.
when I
That is
see-
not
when
your problem.
no, it's not my problem. It's not. But I mean, if you can give. You know what I'm saying? If you can't help, man. You know what I mean? I'm out here trying to save the world, Captain America type shit. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? If I can't give an extra loose leaf paper, dog, I'm gonna give some loose leaf paper, dog. Extra index cards. I'm gonna give some extra index cards, man.
Not that bumbar ass squad. I mean, you need that. Can survive. Mm-mm.
I mean,
And I'm not saying like in the sense like if I have a home girl that's literally like, you know, DJ need a pack of paper, I ain't got no like that's different. But baby, all my teacher friends, I'm gonna tell you to your face, honey, I ain't fucking getting you no money for them kids. I ain't got no fucking child in the system.
it's not. That's why I say this was the one that you had passed me. It was
Nah.
a small one.
Which the one I just passed you back? Oh, I wanted Dex to hit it.
But yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta, you know what I mean? Random acts of kindness.
That's a problem now.
That's true.
Problem now.
It's rough out
That's
here,
how
man.
we need to know what children need to be taken
I mean,
out,
what's your
like
take-
out of the homes.
what's
Like,
your-
that's
what-
how we know. Little Timmy he came this motherfucker with nothing.
What's up?
What's your take on that Sonya Messia situation?
The who?
The Sonya Messa, the woman that got shot in the face. What's your take on that situation right there?
Cops fucked up, man. The other cop, you could you saw it, you heard it in the other cop's voice, like, fuck, man, like he was like, yo, this.
I was like, you could go get it.
Like,
you could
That-
go get
yeah,
the
that
kid,
shit
but I
fucked
think
me
she's
up.
dead, man. I'm like, dog, what the fuck kind of shit was that, bro?
Yeah.
You gonna tell her to go get
the cop, I don't know what state it was in, but the cop,
Ohio? I think.
Ohio, ran like a woman called, said there was an intruder or whatever the case may be. The cops came and she was like boiling some water or some shit like that, and she went for the pot, and then
He told her to go get it. He's like, yo, you got something on the stove, go get it. So she went over there to go get it, and she picked it up. He was like, yo, put it down. He pulled out his gun. He was like, put it down. You gonna throw it on me? I'll shoot you in the face. You gonna throw it on me?
and she got scared.
Yeah.
And she still had the pot though, or she
Yeah, no, she still had the pot. So I think she put it up, and the man just took out his fucking and this
Gunned
he
her,
been
and
had it out. He took it out and,
he-
fired
and
and
called
the
her like a fucking bitch or
Yeah,
some
yeah,
shit, like
yeah.
stupid bitch. Da, 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 da,
and the
da,
nigga
da.
next to him is like,
Yo,
he
like-
froze on the man. The man didn't know what to do though. The man was froze.
And then
dog.
when the other cops came, the guy's like, the other cops like, who's the perp? And he was like, ha ha ha, I am, ha ha ha. And the other niggas is like, and then his partner's by the trunk of his car, like, I don't know, he's doing something in the trunk, and he's like, what the fuck, man? And his thing's on, and another cop comes over to talk to him, and he's like, yo, what's going on? And he looks, and he's like, oh, your thing's on. He's like, turn that shit off, and it cuts. So it was like they already trying to get the story together, but
yeah, but the other, I ain't gonna lie, the man, the way this shit happened, his partner, he wasn't going for that.
and
shit,
that
dog.
nigga and the nigga who did it had been transferred to like 4 different departments
in like 6 months.
in 6 months.
Was
Multiple
fucking discharged dishonorably from the fucking army. Fucking
multiple
beat from sheriff's offices, multiple police departments, fucking
multiple aggressive or overuse of excessive force, multiple, and he's still a cop.
Like this what had to take to fire this nigga. That shit's fucking crazy.
Another body.
that shit.
It's
That
crazy,
shit
dog.
definitely fucked me up when I saw it. Not even that though, like to know like you know, like
Yeah.
the fact that I just dealt with some cop shit, like that shit happened too quick for me, man. Like that she called them, she let them into her house, and she's dead now. The
Yeah,
fuck?
because when she answered the door, she's like, "You're not gonna shoot me, right?"
Off rip.
That's the first thing she said to him, and he was like, "Why would I shoot
you?"
You called me. That's what the man said to her, dog. And
Like,
he
she knew
he
she
walks
was
her in
gonna
the
fucking
house and
die.
they sat down and
And the only other thing she said, like when he was like, "Oh, put down that water," or whatever, she was like, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." That's literally the last thing she said before he opened fire on her.
I swear to God, the partner was so scared. The man didn't know what to do. The man was like, "Oh shit, fuck. I'm gonna go get the kid." He was like,
The man's like, man, fuck.
He was like, "You go get it if you want, but I think she's dead, man." She's
Yeah,
shot in the
like
face."
he was like,
Yo.
like the shit was like a fucking video game, my nigga. That's how the man said it. Like the shit was just okay.
Kill
she's-
shot.
she's dead.
She's dead.
Like fuck you doing?
it makes me think about like
This shit's fucked up.
you think about that, right? And then you know the shit that happened a couple of years ago with the other girl, where the cops, where the kill team went in
yeah.
and all of that. Like you heard the story about that, right?
The sound
Like it's like a whole super conspiracy that goes up multiple ranks of government. It was a fucking real estate play.
It's ridiculous.
They sent a kill team on some like training day type shit to go get her out of that place.
I ain't gonna lie, that cop shit be fucked up sometimes. Even that Sandra Block
Bland.
Blaine, yeah, that shit was fucked up too. Like these motherfuckers be like, I don't know, that abuse of power though. So why I need to call you? Facts.
I ain't gonna lie, the dash cam did slow down shit.
A lot, yeah.
Niggas be turning it off.
No. They can't turn it off when they're on a call though.
Yeah, they
turn
say
it
that
after.
they turn it off, but a lot of times you'll hear they'll get
malfunctioned.
charges or about malfunction, or
Yeah.
or they'll just get charges like, oh, you turned off your body camera, you didn't have it on. Like there's multiple, you'll hear that. There's
Right.
no body cam footage.
But I think now they can't do that now. I think they have to, like that shit have to be working, my nigga.
I think what you're referring to is they're coming out with body cams, or body cams have now been introduced that they are unable to shut them off.
You gotta rip that shit out.
I was just about to say, I bet you find a way to make that motherfucker malfunction. Take a taser to that
They'll
shit.
find a
So
way.
you'll find a way
Yeah,
to make
yeah.
that
Find a way.
motherfucker malfunction.
Just like these niggas find a way to fucking not hack video games, but circumvent shit so they can cheat on video games. As soon as EA puts out a new update, these niggas got a new way to fuck it up.
That is true.
Yeah, no.
Niggas find a new way to get $100 million.
Listen out.
Super. You pass? Oh,
No, I need another rap.
downstairs, my guy.
Next topic. Who got a list?
Yeah, that one.
What's the next topic?
We talked about Harris, Trump. Oh, the Olympic shenanigans.
I'm not a religious person, boy, but they damn sure know how to pick on Christians. I know that. Like every Jesus Christ, man. I see why these niggas be upset. That was a full-on mockery. I don't know what else to say.
That was wild.
It
Like-
was wild as fuck.
Because I'm not religious either, but that was like very blatant. Like when it even came up before it got to like the side, I was like, oh shit. Before any TMZ, anybody picked it up and done like the split screen where they show what it's like referencing, just seeing it, I was just
Yeah.
like, oh.
I was like, man, y'all doing this?
okay. All right.
I was like, okay.
You don't know what we're talking about?
Okay,
Oh.
so they pretty much had nothing but people in drag doing the intro, the opening ceremony was the Last Supper, everybody in drag. The horseman on the white horse, the fourth horseman in drag. Who else? The golden calf. They did that. They had Jesus in drag. My God. And then they came out and apologized, said they weren't trying to offend anybody. Not for nothing, right? They're not gonna they're not gonna do this with Muhammad and Allah. Listen, there's too many, they would never dare, not in Paris with all the Muslims there. Are you crazy? But
Damn
Christian-
that, just anywhere. Muslims are motherfucking
Yeah.
everywhere in abundance, and
Number
they
one religion
do
in the
not
world.
mind dying for their shit.
Number one
That's the
religion in the
problem.
world.
Christians don't die for their shit. That's the problem. Not like Muslims. Like,
Yeah, that was a while ago.
yeah, Muslims are dying today for their shit. Like, they throw acid on their own bitches for discipline. You know what I mean? Like, nah, bro. Like, you would never. You
They would never do that shit,
For real,
bro.
they do?
Yeah, bro.
Are you being
Oh.
funny?
Bruh.
Shit crazy.
Are you
I don't even want, you don't
Not
get
being-
into it, dog. We don't even want to get into it, but come on, dog.
My nigga, I will send you a
9/11.
bitch's TED talk of a girl who fucking just told a boy she wasn't interested and got
Threw a-
lit up with
Beat her?
battery. No, he fucking threw battery acid on her,
blue-
burned her whole shit out.
Yeah, bro.
Like, that shit is regular over there.
It's crazy, dog. But it's like I can see why niggas don't they put advertisers, certain advertisers pulled their advertising dollars and this, that, and the third. But yeah, it's wild, dog. I'm like I said, I'm not a super religious person, but gosh, I was just like, damn, dog. I know they got a whole month's worth of sermons just off of the opening ceremony. Every Christian pastor was just like, man, they gonna be cooking. I know they cooked this Sunday. Oh my gosh.
Did you watch the Olympics?
So
yeah.
I
They're gonna
think
be there.
the only other thing I took from it, I feel like
can only
Black
imagine.
Americans right now in the Olympics, not so much the athletes, but like
Mhm.
people there, are kind of coming off a little mascotty, like
Tokens?
a little,
Yeah.
juking and jiving, and like I guess Flavor Flav.
Mhm.
He sponsors it's bitches in the water, but I know it's not like the swim team. I
It's
want to say
the
maybe
water
polo.
polo? It's
Yeah,
the-
is it or like yeah?
It's like the,
Oh,
they,
the-
they
or the-
dance in the fucking water.
Yeah,
Okay.
One of
yeah.
the
Synchronized.
bitches in the water.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Synchronized
that-
swimming.
yeah, that shit.
And like there's pictures of him like in the water with the team in their like get up, and it's very like you're a boy wearing a girl's bathing suit.
Wearing
and
a
one piece.
tutu.
No, you're not wearing a tutu. You're wearing a one piece,
I
and
mean-
it like you're still a boy. Like you're not. That's not supposed to. Then the head thing, and he's like, I didn't like it. I don't like how Snoop is looking in some of the shots. It's just a little too.
I mean, I think he was being him. No, not really.
There's definitely
he's being him for sure, but just like
I just feel like he was being trotted out.
yeah, you know why?
Yeah.
Oh,
And I'm saying what I'm saying.
Wait, to appease the white. What the
No, not to appease the white. Listen, bro, they've been on a pander. They've been on a pandering mission for like the past like 6 months, and it's leaked its way into the Olympics. Listen, just the fact that niggas got to sponsor these teams is wild to me.
But then on the other side of the black dysphoria, if you will, right? The African countries are showing out.
Yeah.
Like showing out. Like from just how they're dressed. Like, did you see short? I want to say it was Libya. I might be wrong. They were wearing like all black with dashikis, and it was like the neck of it was cut like in the shape of Africa, right? But they had one bitch with a fro and some a grill in that was like, oh, bitch, you had the motherfucking Olympics in Paris with the girl. Niggas really in Paris, not niggas in Paris, bitch. Loved it. Like
a lot of the
African countries showed the
African
fuck up.
and a lot of the quote unquote poorer countries,
you
would say, they showed out when it comes to like we got these whack ass
Ralph Lauren polo jackets with jeans,
looking dumb as fuck,
looking crazy. Mongolia looking crazy, like I mean crazy in a good way.
Yeah.
Looking wild, like
stupid as fuck. You look
Haiti looking sick. Like their shit is
decked out,
clean.
You know what I'm saying?
Dog, Haiti look.
America get motherfucking Ralph Lauren polo jackets, my nigga, with a fucking white. With, you know, like
came
how
up looking like real Yankee Doodle motherfucker.
I don't know if it's
underneath.
I don't know if it's Nigeria, but Nigeria got like these tech track fits that are like mostly black with like these armed dog.
Everybody
these niggas is looking like really good, and we
looking like out here looking like fucking jokes.
Stupid
fucking jokes, nigga.
Looking like Bagger Vance out here, dog. Like I don't understand.
Fucking clowns. That shit was hilarious to me. Like that's what they got y'all trotting out in. And then fucking, oh my God, the stupid little bitch that I hate, the little track bitch.
Shikari?
Yo, and she come and them nails and I'm just like, yes, ghetto. Yes, little sexy red of the Olympics. Come. Yes. Listen, I will never fucking front on any of her athletic skill. That bitch is bad.
I still want her to lose.
Wow.
But I cannot.
I want Jamaica to win.
Huh?
I want Jamaica to win.
They're Jamaicans. Like, come on. The fuck?
They haven't done track yet. I mean, like, yeah.
Ain't nobody worry about it. I don't want to worry about it. Let's see what happened here. This is the world stage, Jesus. This is the time. Is the time. I hope she's hungry. Yeah, I hope so.
Who's on the Jamaican team? I don't know what your lighter is, but
I'll give it to you.
No,
that's so aggressive.
No, I'm talking about my lighter. The Vic, the colorful Vic. Nah, brethren.
Okay, maybe it's there on the floor behind the wheel.
Okay,
you won't be able to get it. Sorry. Okay. Look, see. Yeah, what happened? Too many boys in the room. Just calm it down. Yes.
I mean, that was all the topics on the list, though.
That's it. That's all we had.
I mean,
it was short. It was.
Y'all been watching the Olympics though?
Not
anything?
I've been watching like
ain't shit really going on this week.
I watched table tennis.
No.
I watched handball. I watched. I'm not gonna lie. Like, hey, I asked this question on Twitter, so I'm not trying to be sexist or nothing, dog. But I watched like 2 women's soccer games for the first time in my life, and I watched 2 good games. I watched USA versus Germany, and I watched Spain versus Nigeria. Big up to Nigeria too. Spain beat them at the end on something crazy, like a crazy free kick. But I was like, yo, I watched 2 whole soccer games, and I'm like, dog, I haven't seen a step over. I haven't seen like no tricks or nothing. And these are like 2 of the best teams, 3 of the best, 4 of the best teams in the competition. So I'm like, yo, can women do step overs? Like, is it physiologically possible for them to do step overs and shit like that? Because like, if a nigga can't step over a broom, can women do step overs? Like, I don't know. Like, no, step over, when they shit Ronaldo do that shit.
Yeah.
I didn't not a single one, dog. I'm now I think that they can't.
Oh,
I don't fucking know because I don't fucking keep up with soccer,
Yeah.
but I would say that I would say that they
Men
would
can't
have
step
to,
over a broom.
I,
Do
I
you
would
understand
say
this?
that they would have to be able to. I would Google it. I'm sure, but
I mean,
can.
have
If there are
a woman ever did a bicycle kick?
Yeah, they could do that,
mean,
but
so
that's
what?
not a step. That's not a step over.
I mean, if they could do that, I mean, I'm sure they could do that too.
I don't know. Niggas can't step over brooms, bro.
What do you mean?
You need like a stick.
Oh,
Hold
are
the
you mean
stick
like
and-
you mean literally?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was
literally
like a
niggas
soccer
can't step
term or
over. No,
something,
niggas
like a
can't step
broom.
over brooms. Like literally, it's impossible. You probably have to have like arms that are a whole foot.
What?
Okay, you hold like a stick or a baseball bat or something like
Okay.
that.
Uh-huh.
Women can do it. Men can't do it.
Yeah. I want to see this.
You
I want
hold
to.
it like this,
Okay.
just in front of you,
Yeah.
and you just step over it. You cannot. Men can't do it.
Oh, okay.
Get-
They
okay.
cannot do it.
Someone get am
For real?
I'm getting a
dead
fucking
ass.
broom up here.
There's a stick right there.
Where's
What's
the
that
stick? Get the
called?
stick. Get the stick. Get the stick, Clark. Get the stick. Because you got me fucked up.
That's perfect. When do y'all try it?
Come on. Y'all know it can't be him. Come on. Somebody. Come on.
Try it.
Nah, stick.
Come on.
Women can do it.
I'll
Men
hold
can't
for
do
it.
it.
Come on.
No.
You have to hold
You
it
gotta
yourself?
hold it yourself.
Okay, come on. He can bend and shit, right?
Yeah, you can do
try.
it. Yeah,
so get,
bend,
actually
do it.
attempt.
Try it. Go ahead.
I mean, I might just not be flexible enough.
Women can do it supposedly easily. Women can do that. Men can't do it supposedly.
Yeah. Yeah. That wasn't that bad. Why can't you just bring
I've seen multiple. I've
Huh?
seen multiple
Why can't-
videos of
that's
niggas that can't do that.
Why can't you just bring that up here?
Bring it closer.
Bring your knee. Just bring. No, I don't accept that. Come on.
Men can't do it supposedly.
Just try. You're right. Over. That's madness.
It's crazy.
See?
Try
Wow.
Maybe it's just me.
Maybe, yeah. Come on. That men have to be able to do. That's nothing. It has nothing to do with having. There we go.
Oh, he did it.
Yeah.
You must have got long arms or something.
See. There we go. There we go.
His arm longer than mine.
It must have to be long arms, but most niggas can't do that, dog. Like
Lucky
real
they
talk.
accept that shit because that's crazy.
I've
That is
seen like
crazy.
20 different videos of niggas trying it. Can't
I've
do it.
definitely seen the one where men can't hold like a kid on their hip because like you guys like I guess don't have them. Like, but like at all. Like like me and Andrea, true say we haven't had kids. We don't have like wide hips. Right, but it's like, but you've seen like me and my sister, we don't have wide hips at all, but like we still have
Mhm.
hips, like because we are just women. But yeah, y'all don't have hips. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you try to, but it doesn't ever catch. There's there's a ledge that yeah. You can't do that. You shouldn't be able to hoist out your hip to the side.
Nah, this whole my.
I've definitely seen a lot of videos of that lately.
Nah, that's
like
what
dads
my-
You
being
gotta look like- you
literally
gotta-
like
You
they
gotta
hold
look
kids
like
this.
greater than to hold the kid. Like you got to be like.
Nah, I ain't do it. That's crazy. Huh? I just hold my jet in my hand.
I mean, but
I want to put him on.
I don't know. Like I think it's no. I even do that. Like I have a kid, and I'm like, if I'm they go right here. I can't believe that's not a natural thing that y'all don't do. Like they go right. It's literally look. Like literally, a leg goes here, a leg goes
Yeah.
here. It's
Yeah,
literally slotted for them.
Get too heavy, you try to throw the hip.
Like that hip was there the most, and by the time they get too heavy, it's like you put them on the other hip,
Nah,
and we good.
put a nigga. Hold on, nigga.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Make sure you.
That shit is
Hold on.
crazy.
You hold on, nigga. Don't you let go, nigga. I got your arms, nigga. Just hold on.
Fix it.
That's so bad. That shit blew my mind. I like wow. Y'all really, and it's like y'all either hold kids like this, like up here, and I've always like, And I just thought it's because I had big titties that I wouldn't hold it. Like I don't have control of you up here, my nigga. You gonna go over my
You gotta
shoulder.
hold your kids like men gotta hold them by the rib, like close to their ribs.
Yeah,
under
like a
their
hook,
arm.
like
Yeah.
like that
Under
hook
there.
hoist. And
That's the only way.
like that's hilarious to me. Like, nah, they just fit. And they hold on real good. You do them like that? They're like little koala bears. They just
Nah, they do.
they
Them
ain't
motherfuckers-
going nowhere. They are aware.
That's a free ride.
Yeah, they're like, bitch, come
Hold
on.
on, I ain't gotta
I ain't going nowhere, bitch. Not even that. I feel like they have a very good understanding of falling.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like they're like, bitch, this hoe ain't even really holding me too tight. Let me just encapsulate her because she will let me go. Especially me being an auntie. Whew.
Kids love running into the corner dressers for some reason. I don't know why. Like
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah,
I did. Shit. This is a corner of a dresser when I was like 2.
My split is from dropping the phone in my head.
I let my when I was a kid, I let my brother drop out the cart because I had wanted some gummy bears, though. So I was trying to give it to him, and the man stretched for it, dog. And by the time the man stretched for it, the man had fell out of the cart, dog. God.
Yo, there's this whole page on Instagram called Kids Hurting Themselves, dog. It's hilarious. It should be illegal to laugh at kids hurting themselves, but they're like hurting themselves, like little kids.
No, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes that should be funny.
Like there's a fun house, like the mirror shit.
Yo, I love that shit.
Dog, I'm talking
I
about
go to fucking,
I'm talking about running full speed. Boom. Dog.
if I ever go to a fair, I fucking go into those fucking house of mirrors and I just stand up and I watch kids do that shit in real life. Like I'm coming, like damn nigga, just go back, just back, nigga, back. You literally just back up. You don't even turn around, just back the fuck up.
Kids only got one direction, though. You're going, nigga.
Like, why are you still running? You don't understand? You don't get it?
They don't want to go back, nigga. They want to go
That
forward,
shit
nigga.
is great. I love that shit. I love a fucking mirror. Look at the ground.
I mean, we as adults, yeah, we gonna think like that.
As a kid, I looked at the fucking ground.
I was going like this.
If you can see the front, fuck all that. If you can see the front of your shoes, stop. You about to slam into a motherfucking mirror. I lie?
I mean, you're not lying, but
That
like
guy
I said,
was a child. I understood the game. We're in a house of mirrors, stupid.
Boy, these kids-
Why you running through this shit? Like,
And then after they hit themselves, they just stand in one spot and start screaming.
not even, no, I didn't. There were no kids like this. Nah, these must have been demons because they hit that mirror and kept moving. What the fuck?
I don't think it's like good, but they feel like it's running at them.
Huh?
Like when you're running and the image is coming closer, you like you're scared. And then you have multiple views of that shit. Like you coming from everywhere.
I gotta try that with my 5-year-old. See how he reacts.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I don't know. He kind of like that. Like, I be throwing him in the air and shit. He be loving that shit.
Yeah, that don't mean he gonna like running face person into a mirror.
You just gotta fucking teach him not to run. That's the fucking problem. Fucking kids don't know how to not run.
Yeah.
Like I was on property the other day
He
and I
running
was
the
checking
house.
by the pool, and it's summer. They're out there. Splish. I don't
Oh.
give a fuck, children. I don't give a damn. Do
You
your
gotta
thing.
talk to us about the thing there,
Which thing there?
about the show.
It's just
I
some
will.
gigs.
Give me 1 second. I got to tell you about the child clothing up itself. So run around the pool. Mom is like in the iPad, like not like legs up in like made a little tent for herself under the fucking towel type shit, right? So the iPad don't get hot. Paying no mind to this youth. Motherfucker boop, drops, slips, goes back, hits the stair, hits the other stair. He's in the water. Ma'am, you ain't gonna get it. Like, for me to say something, like, you ain't gonna even get. Jonathan almost died. You almost lost Jonathan today.
Jonathan could have drowned.
I should have let it. I should have let it happen. That was God. You're a bad parent. What the fuck? Like,
There's a lot of them.
these kids, I'm like,
There's
okay,
a lot.
because you run. You gotta
Trust
run.
me.
It's not enough to be at the pool. You having a good time. You
I don't
running
think
by your
that.
goddamn self.
I
There
mean,
was
don't
no
get me
one out
wrong.
there
They are
with us.
bad parents, but I mean, sometimes nigga just gotta hear and feel, nigga.
Bro, do you see the? I mean, let me tell you something, bro. Do you see the story about the kid that
unalived
her cousin
for the iPhone.
for the iPhone? Yeah, for the iPhone.
Yo, all right. So
How old is the girl? Like 8?
Yeah, they was arguing in the room, and I guess over iPhone, and the girl took 2 pillows, dog, and put it over the girl.
Smothered her.
Yeah, no, like on some real talk,
Yeah.
like
Not even give her 2 bitch licks and she fall off the bed and break her neck.
Nah, she put the
I
pillow.
was thinking that's how this was gonna go.
She put the 2 pillows. I think 2 or 3 pillows, dog, over the girl head, dog.
That's a fucking psycho.
yeah, she
Yeah.
set up a whole thing.
That's a psycho.
It's a young girl too.
That's a psycho. Yeah,
the
that's
mom
a
in there,
psycho.
the mom in there screaming like, "Come on, bro."
Screaming, I would have smothered her back. We ain't taking this to court. Absolutely not.
Come here, Susie.
Come, lay down. Bitch, I am bigger than we. Let me tell you something. A mad Pitney, not me, boy. Because you not live. I'm not sending you away. And then you get out when you 18 or 21 or whatever. And then you come find me and bitch, it's okay. I've seen that movie.
where here's the
I've seen
thing,
that.
dog. Where did she
TV. Are you serious? Smothering is like, bitch, stop it.
Yeah, you
That's
gotta-
nothing.
That's.
nothing.
Yeah, but what? What is she watching? What are you letting this little girl watch?
I mean, I watch John Wick with my son in all the movies. I mean, he don't be really paying attention, but he'd be sitting in the room though.
I don't give a fuck. The fact that she did it, because I was watching the horrible shit that I should.
Yeah, I was watching the horrible shit too. I
It's
never
the fact
thought
that
to do
she
that shit
did
to my
it.
cousin.
Like
Yeah,
I
to your
said,
cousin,
if
though, that's-
the way it would have happened with me,
Nah, to your cousin
I
is
promise
wild.
you,
Yeah.
it would have been. She took my iPad. I kicked the bitch off the bed. She hit the wall.
I mean,
Cracked her
remember Lionel Tate?
Huh?
Yeah,
Remember
she
Lionel,
smothered her
the
with a
Lionel
pillow.
Tate situation with his
Her
sister?
cousin.
Yeah, but he wasn't trying to hurt her.
Yeah, but then
He was doing wrestling moves.
Yeah, but then he went back and
I
did
don't
it
think
again.
it was in her
and
sleep.
hurt
I
some-
think
and
it
killed
was in
somebody
real
else.
time. Bitch, give me my iPad. No, bitch, I ain't gonna give you my iPad.
Yeah, but he was locked up his
And she
whole
got on top
his
of
whole
her.
childhood.
I
He
don't
was
know how
fucked
old
up.
the other child was.
Same thing gonna happen to her.
He was fucked up.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
it's not-
as long as the other kid was her age
Don't-
or her
don't-
size
don't-
and smaller, right?
back in the day,
Possible.
right? Wasn't like serial killers starting
Not
from
you.
early,
You know.
15, 21. You know what I mean? They're starting from early, man. Like,
What
you know what I
kind
mean?
of
Some kids have some messed up,
How?
you know what I mean? Some messed up
Was one of you
situations.
bigger than
dog.
the other?
Example, what's this shit? I'll kick you.
I don't know. You have to know how old that other child was. Do we know?
She was younger.
Yeah,
I think
she
it
had
was
to be
younger shit, yeah.
exponentially like 5.
Maybe she's like, let's play a game.
not even. You don't even 8.
8.
The killer is 8.
The killer's 8. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a kindergartner to like a 3rd grader, 2nd grader.
2 girls though.
My only question was who was in the house and why and how comes you ain't hear nobody like
You don't.
yeah.
What you gonna hear smothering? You don't hear smothering.
Probably in a whole nother room.
Yeah, you leave. I was left alone with my cousins. That's why I'm saying, like,
You could be
again,
upstairs, then
I'm
your
fi-
parents
I'm-
downstairs.
The fact that a kid killed their cousin isn't. I don't want to make that sound bad. Like, that's not shocking because I thought you were about to say like on some kicked her off. You know what I'm saying? Like an accident happened or not, or like even if it's something intentional, but smothering,
That's crazy.
bitch, you're crazy. You can take it.
Yeah,
That's crazy to me.
I don't really have nothing to say. That's wild.
Remember,
This is one of the
remember it was
wild-
Hernandez brothers, right? That's what it is? The two.
No, those are the ones that killed their parents.
Kill their parents,
right?
but they have a reason to kill them.
They claim to have a reason.
There's a reason. There's a reason. Trust me. When you look into it, boy, it gets deep.
Mm-hmm.
No pun intended.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah,
you know
it's all-
Menudo, right? You know the
No,
the-
I've watched all of those documentaries, and the fact that their dad was definitely down with all of those fucking the manager that I get it. I am not saying.
You know
I'm just saying-
Holly weird.
I'm just saying.
That is true. You see, Tia Kemp was on. They had the Family Matters nigga on Tia Kemp's show.
Oh, Darius,
Yeah, she's trying to.
nigga,
Dog,
you
that
gay.
shit was just. That shit was disgusting.
You saw it. You saw the
Yeah,
clip.
shit.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
Sorry,
I ain't gonna lie.
that shit wasn't even.
Tia Kemp sometimes like. I ain't gonna lie. That's one baby mom I wouldn't like. That's a woman like you wouldn't want. You wouldn't.
What
want
did she say? I didn't see it.
Just what this.
Oh, she didn't say. I didn't see
just
her
the thing
say
she-
anything. The other there was
just the
her,
things that she does.
fucking Eddie, and another bitch, and the other bitch said she has a tongue that can like
Yeah.
hypnose you or whatever, and
And
this
she started
bitch
doing-
starts
started
doing
doing some
all
tongue
this
work, dog.
and it's like, first of all,
because of her
First of
because of her
all,
veneers, she looked like a
it's
whore.
not even good tongue.
Like she got a
Yeah,
house
like
more.
it looks like a shield.
Yeah, so-
Like it's over her shit. Like you can't see nothing but like the shadow of the tongue.
and the veneers.
You feel me? So it's like I don't know if that's even good, hun. I'm not sure if you're in tight. Like I don't know if you can suck dick well from what you're doing right now. And no offense, a lot of tongue movement doesn't give me sucking dick. It gives me eating pussy. So I don't know what you're trying to entice.
and he go both ways. So
I don't know.
Yeah, he weird. He a
the
weirdo.
family manners nigga, he go both ways. You know?
Eddie.
Eddie
Eddie.
Winslow,
You ain't know? The man was with the
the TS.
yeah, Ada Star or something.
Ate or something.
He did the whole OnlyFans with her.
At first he was trying to deny it. Then he ended up doing a video with her.
Holding her hand, kissing her and everything. Yeah.
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 Jimmy Smacks did it too.
Wait,
Who?
Jimmy Smacks.
Who's that? Oh.
New York nigga. He's known for getting bad bitches and shit. Has the OnlyFans, and then he did an OnlyFans with a transgender. So talking about he wanted to try it.
That's the problem. Niggas
Niggas be
have
down
too
low.
much
Yeah.
shit.
Niggas
No,
be
you got
nah.
to-
Niggas be down low, though. That's you want to try it. How you want to try
and
it?
too much fucking access to shit. There's too many.
Remember
bitches
the
around
white
you
dude that was on
telling you
the no jumper
And it gets
talking about how
boring.
he
Yeah, he all the way. He all the way wild, dog.
he did
He came out like, yo, I'm still gonna be hitting bitches. Like, hey, ain't shit. That shit ain't gonna slow down that.
Yeah, niggas is weirdo. Listen, it's a whole different set of rules nowadays, dog. Like I
No, there's
can't.
not.
It is not for us, but for the other letters, the other gen whatevers. Them they got a whole different.
I'll tell you that to your face, boy. There's no different rules over here. Like we had a conversation about that. Like someone told me I was homophobic because I wouldn't be with a
back, all right,
bisexual man.
so back then, hold on, before you say that, right? But I said he's right because back then niggas would be like, yo, that's my homeboy. Now niggas is talking about how they love their homeboy and all the
They got
type
a whole
of
different set of rules.
yeah, like
dog.
that shit is different
A
now.
whole
Like
different-
yeah. Back in the day, niggas wasn't doing that with their friends, dog. Talking about niggas wasn't doing that shit, dog. It was just that was my homeboy and that was it, dog. It wasn't no friend vacation and all this.
What do you mean there was no friend vacation?
Like these niggas got these weird names for like when they go on vacation with their friends and shit. Like it's just a fucking vacation.
Isn't
you know
that just
what
a
I'm saying?
boys trip and a girls trip? Isn't that?
I don't
yeah.
know, some bro shit, some brocation. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
that's
saying.
gay.
Like, come on. Niggas ain't doing
That's
no.
gay as hell.
No,
bro.
yeah.
I'm saying niggas ain't doing no shit like that. Yeah, we just going out of town, and that's what it is.
But I don't know. Okay, so I'm probably gonna catch shit for this, but I think every generation has their own like version of gay shit that straight guys do. Like, not for nothing, I thought it was very fucking gay that so many boys were in like dance hall groups. Thought it was very gay. Thought it was very gay.
I'm with you.
Thought it was very gay.
always
thought it was very gay.
I am fucking with
Thought it
you.
was very, thought it was very
A group of men dancing
Yeah,
together,
just all
nigga.
of this. I'm really orchestrate. Like, yeah, man,
Yo,
yeah, come
listen.
down on the tree.
Listen.
I just,
Hey,
Yo, listen.
That's
This
like
is
y'all
what
was in the garage.
I used to hate that shit, dog. You used to go to a party
And niggas
Dog,
broke out.
they'd be like, yo, if for the party finally start getting good, right? The party finally start getting good and girls finally start dancing. Next thing you know, the niggas want to clear the dance floor so four of their brethren can dance together, dog, in a choreographed number.
matching
Like
outfits
my nigga.
with the shutter shades.
And then what? This is what I used to hate. That these niggas always got the bitches, dog. I didn't understand that. The dancer use.
Yeah,
I bitches that no,
Make yo.
Like
Some girls
that
do.
like to dance, like they-
I love to dance. All I need a nigga to be able to do is catch the wine. Please don't do too much. Please. As a girl that does carnival and things, I'm gonna go on the guy that's doing all the things behind. Sarah, I'm gonna walk away from you.
I ain't gonna lie. Niggas
I
be-
just need you to
niggas be
hold
setting
it
up shop and
and
the
don't
whole
fuck
bag.
yeah.
Dog.
Nah.
And then what made it worse was, dog,
Get the
listen,
broom. Get the
this is
broom.
what made it worse, dog. And it might sound that I hate my culture, dog, but the Jamaican dancers are the worst dancers.
Niggas that be jumping off the
No, just dancers,
Oh.
period, dog. Their dance moves are like
catch the breadfruit. Catch the bread.
like they just swinging their elbows,
Sweep the
and
broom.
tapping a foot,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie
and
to you,
then
dog.
taking 2 steps forward, acting like they driving a car,
Fling your body.
dog. And it's just
It just
like,
wasn't-
dog,
it
what the
wasn't-
Do the
fuck?
hurricane.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Like-
Dog,
For
it's like, it looks like, nah,
like,
dog, it's like if you ask
for
some
me,
autistic kids to do a dance number for you, this is
It
what
just-
Jamaican niggas dancing look like, dog.
it just
I'm not
wasn't.
even gonna hold you, dog.
It just wasn't for. It wasn't for me. But
I ain't gonna lie.
that
should be
does
funny, though.
segue us into the podcast.
Ah,
Okay, so I went to see Shits and Gigs, and they did like they opened it up with like backstories of like how they got here and like showing pictures and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And not surprisingly, they had a little dance group. They did, and they put up a picture like because it's at an auditorium, so they put up a picture on the back screen. Okay, Higgins, work up the place. Anyway, and it's like they're in those those long sleeve checkered plaid shirts, so it's like red and black and blue and black, or so all of them had on one, and one of them had like the skinny tie. I can't remember what their name was, but they had like a name, and it was like and they would go and like battle, like they.
like you got served. Oh man,
the way they're describing it, because they're describing. So it's like, yeah, so you come in and you see these youths, these mans, yeah, from next ends, and they thought they was gonna practice. Hey, and the song would start, and they're just in there, and they literally start with their little but they're like, so like 3 of us really couldn't dance, and only Jacob could really dance. So like there would come a time where the other niggas could really dance, and we would see that we was about to lose, so we would do our little move, and everybody would back up. And then Jacob would jump in the middle and do this shit. And they would just be hyping him up. And it was just like, because I love them, right? Like, oh, Fuad's my 10. And when I say like, just immediate, just like, like, oh, baby. Like,
He was a dancing nigga? He was crumping?
I fucking dancing nigga. To garage and funky house. We eat wine. When the crowd say boom, like that's when you're So it hurt me. It definitely hurt me. Other than that, the show was fucking hilarious. A lot of interaction. They brought bitches up there. One just did a disservice, and I was ready to kill her because she was, of course, on Fuhad's team. But they did a really good job. I was very, very satisfied. I have no complaints, even though they started a little bit late. But it was good. It was good. Good turnout. Pretty packed. Meet and greet was good.
Yeah,
Got to actually touch them and.
Any show in South Florida is definitely going to be about an hour late. Like there's no way around.
And they
it.
were only like 30 minutes late.
That's it.
Mhm.
Lucky.
But it was
30
good.
minutes is like on time.
It was very good.
She got
And
over there.
beforehand, though, after we did the meet and greet, we walked out, right? So
Mhm.
we were at this little table. Of course, your wife is like, we're getting drinks. She got food. We fucking clicked up with these other bitches that we met in the line. And their producer, Rem, comes out.
Mhm.
Thank you for not throwing it at me, because I can't catch. I appreciate that, boo. Their producer came out, and we were like, Rem, we want a picture. And my loud ass, because one thing about that, I'm not gonna miss my moment, Jesus. So he comes over, I take my picture with him, the other girl does, and like these bitches start like, oh, Rem, can I was like, you guys are gonna need to like form a line. Okay. Mhm. And then like the line gets long as fuck. He's taking dumb pictures, and we're just sitting there laughing, chatting, whatever. And like you see him backing up, and at one point I'm like, Rem, do you need me to let him know that we shutting it down? Because we gotta get to the back. He was like, not yet. I'll let you know. I was like, okay. All right, cute. Like, but they were just very down to earth. Like the fact that he came out there and just did that impromptu thing. It was very dope. I have no complaints. I'd go again. It did make me think of you guys though. And it's like, yeah, I'm not doing that shit. I'll tell you for free. This shit ever blow up, I will not be at a live show for nothing.
That's where the money at. Money is that.
I'm not going. They'll be like, "Where's Ashley? She ain't doing this shit.
I mean,
She already said she a little too hostile. If I hear something wrong in the back, like who said what?
We could do a boys' summer tour.
I mean, you go as we could satellite you and
Exactly. FaceTime a bitch in. Yes. Hey y'all, hey.
but she do got run punch in the cell in the back.
Exactly. You can go
The
get
elixir.
some shit. I got some cheesecakes back there for y'all. Hallelujah, holla back. But no, I'm not gonna.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've seen a couple of live shows. It seems like it's more you're really getting OnlyFans there. You know what I mean? No pun intended.
Well, yeah,
So,
but still. I'm good.
chances are you're hearing something wrong. It's like probably minimal. And that's it.
I feel like yes and no, because you'd have to understand I'm the only female on this podcast. So you're gonna have bitches there that are like pro y'all.
Okay, that makes sense.
You feel me? And now if I'm disagreeing or like, why she always coming at Mark? Pussy ass bitch, I'm gonna come at Mark. Wait a minute, bring her up here. Bring her you must have think send me. Nah, I gotta come at Mark. Hey. You know, like ignorance immediately. Like, what?
I mean, maybe that's gonna make the show more live. Now they see the person.
Right. You got bail money? You got to make sure I don't go to jail.
No, we're gonna have
Good
security.
security. Good. Because you know, for me, to get me off the stage. It's not for anybody
No,
else.
he gonna, yeah, we gonna
Literally, someone able to
we
pick
gonna have
me
the security
up
that little
and
Uzi got.
carry me off of the stage. Like, give her 15. We need her a hot 15. Get Ashley in the back. Remove that bitch and any cronies. Because if we bring her back out here and this starts up again, she gonna fly off the stage. She did one walk down. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen at a live show.
Even better. Hey, get her out of here.
Yeah,
Who you came with? Yeah, take them too. That's it.
y'all gonna lose fans.
What time is it?
9:19.
Not bad time.
Mm-mm.
Good night, America.
Good night.
Cue the music.